tax reform and tax simplification are two completely different things. That's what we'll talk about in today's Lunch Alert. You know, after Herman Cain totally changed the nature of the whole national debate, not just the presidential debate, the whole national debate, by saying, okay, you repeal Obamacare, you repeal Dodd-Frank, you get rid of the excess government spending and debt, but you're still left with the same sick economy we had in 2007 and 2008. You need fundamental change in the tax structure. And he proposed his 999 plan, which I love. Now, Rick Perry answered by proposing a flat tax of 20% with relatively few deductions, keeps mortgage interest, keeps charitable, but gets rid of the others. And he's positing that as an alternative to Cain's 999 plan. Wait a minute, Mr. Perry. It is not an alternative. All he's doing is taking the same amount of money that we get from the federal income tax, about $2 trillion. And instead he's saying, okay, now we're going to get it from a flat rate rather than a graduated rate. What Herman Cain is doing is saying we're going to take that $2 trillion and we're going to cut it in half, 9% rate. And we're going to get the remaining revenues from a consumption tax and from the corporate income tax, which will also be pegged to 9%. Huge difference. The Cain proposal will cause business and entrepreneurs and wage earners and job creators to come to the United States. The Perry proposal just makes it easier to prepare your taxes, and maybe you don't need legions of accountants and lawyers to do it, and it's a good idea. But it's not a replacement for what Cain is proposing. And then, what really irks me is after Cain drops this proposal in the middle of it, he announced imperiously, I'm not going to debate anymore. I'm going to skip future debates. He's unclear as to which he'll attend and which he won't. And presumably what he's really saying is, I've got 17 million bucks in the bank, Cain has 3 million, and I don't need to debate him. I can drown him with paid political announcements that I can do in the quiet of my studio and with a teleprompter and with my ad guys all making sure the lighting looks good, and I don't have to meet him in open combat. Well, I don't think that strategy is going to work, and I don't think it's going to fly. After all, he's not turning down debates because his schedule is too crowded. So people aren't watching them. You get between 4 and 6 million people watching each of these debates. No, he's turning them down because he knows he got clobbered in the last couple of debates. He knows that he was badly beaten, and he's determined to avoid that. So now he's saying, I'm not going to debate. But listen, if he can't debate, you can't beat Obama in November. The main event of the presidential race are 3 huge primetime events that 80 or 90% of the voters watch. And if Perry's chickening out now from these debates, how will it be in the future? So we really need to understand the difference between Herman Cain's tax reform and Rick Perry's tax simplification, and we need to get them into a debate to confront each other to discuss these differences. Terribly important issue. Now I want to talk to you about something fun. We mentioned it yesterday. My wife Eileen McGann and my friend Clayton Leota and I have written a book called Dubs Goes to Washington and Discovers the Greatness of America. Clayton did the illustrations. And this is a child's book for children from 4 to 8. And the reason we wrote it is that we want a way to teach our children about our heritage and about our heroes, about why America is such an exceptional and extraordinary country. Information they're not getting in school from politically correct administrators and teachers. So what we do is we take our golden retriever, Dubs, and he loses his tennis ball on a trip to Washington, and he has to hunt for it all over town. And he goes to all of the monuments and museums and government buildings, and in the course of it, he's looking for his ball, and at each stop, we talk about him looking for his ball and describe what's important about the institution. So, for example, at the Memorial for Abraham Lincoln, Dubs sat up and started thinking. If men from chains are meant to be free, take this silly leash off of me. So it's funny, it's cute, and by the way, it's a game. There's a little ball hidden in each of these photos that children can find. Go to dickmorris.com and get your copy. It's not in bookstores, just on my website. I hope you and your whole family like it. Thanks.